Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today while I do some one sheet wonder. We're using a 12 by 12 piece of paper. This is for a challenge being organised by over at Papercraft Secrets, which is a Facebook group, and I'll put the link below. And I'm using Uniquely Creative summer holiday paper because I'm going to use both sides. I've got some cardstock here in case I want to use it for my cards to give it a bit of lift. Got some card bases ready to go. This is the strip that I cut from the bottom, just in case I might want to use that. Never throw anything away. So I will try. I don't know how to do a diagram on I don't know how to do a diagram on YouTube, so I'll try to write the instructions down for this. So first of all, we're going to take all of our sheets of paper, take our 12 by 12 and cut at 4 inches, so 4 inches all the way down. Make sure it's nice and straight. Thought that caught. It's a bit annoying when it caught. 4 by 4, and then another one at 4 inches. So the last one will be 4 inches as well. So take one of the 4 cross strips and we're going to cut it at 4. Again, so you're going to cut it at 4, 4 and 4. I've chosen this piece of paper because it's non-directional. In other words, it can go around anyway, it wouldn't make any difference. So I can use that side or I can use that side, because that's why I chose this piece of paper, because it's multi-use of it. So on the second one, 4 across, we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. 5 1/4 and 5 1/4, leaving 1.5 inch strip there. So we've got those two, and the last one we're going to cut at 5 1/2. And turn it back that way again, because we're going to do 2 inches that way, and this one we're going to do 3 lots of 2 inches. So there's 1, 2 inches again, 2, and I bet you this is not 2 inches. No, it's not. So what have I done wrong? I bet you I've cut this one wrong. Probably have cut it wrong. No. Okay. And this last little strip, we're going to cut it in half down the middle, so it's going to be 1 inch down the middle. So like I said, I'll try to put those instructions below if you missed those again. But you can always replay the video if you want to have instructions again. I've got my card bases here. I got this 12 by 12 sketch from Pinterest, but it didn't come with a picture to show how it works out. So I'm just basically going to see how it works out myself, really. So with the 4 by 4, you can do it that way, with a 1 inch strip across like that. And just to be different, we can do it that way. So that's 2. I'm not gluing anything down just yet because I still may want to use some cardstock. So that's the 5 1/2. You can tell this is an American. I knew we should have just ignored it. Okay. And this one. I might have to cut that down to 4. I think this is definitely American, so I might have to, you might have to readjust the measurements so it fits Australian card bases. And I should have done that first. I apologise. I keep forgetting that a lot of these are in American measurements, so I'll cut that off down to maybe 1.5. And this one I'm going to go across like that. So nothing very interesting really, just nothing very spectacular, just something to could do it this way. No, just leave it like that. I definitely like that way better. So we could just do it that way around and then have half there and then cut the other half, cut that on half. And now you're not supposed to do that with one sheet, you're supposed to just use the shapes you've got, but doesn't matter really as long as you use the basic shape. So I've got that one there, and then just going to have a little banner there, and this one, this can be, might use this strip to do one there and one there to make it sort of a bit more interesting. This is the strip off the bottom. It's not part of the sketch, but just makes it a bit more interesting. So these are just very basic cards for those quick occasions that you want a card for. I'm going to fiddle around with this one and perhaps change. Oh, there's 2 there. I need another card base. Need another card base, so I can just do that there. Alright, so I'm just going to fiddle around. I'm going to turn you off so that, well, actually I'll do that here while I'm here with you. So turn it to 1.5. That's 1. Oh, sorry, 2. Not 1.5. Whoops. And this one, 1.5. And then what I could do with then could have it that way. You want to turn the middle of the card. I think I might do that way, and these little strips could be used on this next. I haven't got a card base for it, but I will get a card base 3 like that. So you can just add that, and you can add a sentiment. So I'll just continue off while I stick this down because that could be a bit tedious, and I'll come back to you and see what the results are after I've done that. Thank you. See you soon. I'm back. So what I decided to do with some of these square ones was to put them to one side, and then I'm going to use some of the elements out of the kit to just give a sort of like a generic kind of card so that people can use it for all sorts of occasions. And this, because this was running everywhere, I turned it off, and so now it's not working. So I also punched some of the, it's not going to work. I also punched some flowers out of the orange cardstock. I did put a layer of cardstock under most of the things except for this one here, mainly because I didn't have any cardstock left. But I did use the die that I got in the mystery kit. I got this collection in the kit in the mystery kit as well. I was lucky enough to get one that I paid for, or got in the last minute kind of thing. I was very lucky, so because I didn't have this kit because I'd skipped it, so but dye will come in really handy. Just keeping it plain. And what I'll probably do is, which I just want to do, is I'll get a black pen and go around the outside just to give it a bit of definition, a bit of pop. I know there's a pen you can use, and I have got that pen that Uniquely Created do have bought out for fiddly things, but it just dries up too quickly for some of these bigger ones. Okay, so I'm going to, I could have used some flowers from the collection as well, but I'm just going to do some orange ones. Why not? Emphasize the orange. This is just, these are punches from, I punched these out from punches that I've had for ages and ages. I can't even remember where I got half of them from. So that's that one, and I'm going to use So Good for this one here. Do I stick that on? It's just not stuck up properly, so there. Oh, there's two there. That was a caravan one. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Just because I used the bottom of the 12 by 12 to go some lines there to give it a, break up the picture of the card. Awesome on that one there. Good day on this one here. I didn't use the little scraps I had in the end on this big one. Just wasn't all that happy with it, so use that one there. Wonderful there. I'm going to use a bit of orange cardstock. For across here. There were some things that were in the kit that I could have used, but I decided to stick to the, the orange cardstock. So you could give these to somebody as a thank you gift, or if somebody knows having a bit of a fair or a fete and trying to raise some money, you could give them that for that, or you can just keep them for yourself to have in your stash. Couldn't find a word for that I liked for this one, so I'm just going to show you what I do with some of my cards with when they don't have a base layer. Just get a pen. I'm just using a thin pen from Artline. Go inside the card, and if there's a mistake, which I've just done then, always seems to happen when I do things on video, things just don't go to plan. So I'll show you what I do. Then I'll put some bling in the flowers after. So because I've stuffed that up, I just do a pretend stitch. So that sort of creates a little bit of interest. I've got glue everywhere here, so get rid of some of that. I'll get some gems to put in the middle here, and we're done. Find some gems. colour do you think? Some white cream ones maybe. Still some glue here. Still some glue there. Just a bit white, aren't they? Bit white, gold, which is the same. Oh, they're pretty. Let's use those ones. Let's just use those ones. Oh. Stuck to my fingers now, got glue everywhere. So that was pretty easy, and like I said, I'll try to remember to put the measurements, and I did cut this card down to size because I think what the card measurements, the 12 by 12 sheet that I got from Pinterest was an American measurement, so I just cut this one down to size, so that it would fit, and that's fine. So I got 7 cards out of one 12 by 12 sheet. So I hope you like those and that you've found this helpful. And please give me the thumbs up and make a comment. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Nearly went then. Just wanted to show you that I actually added some butterflies and did the bling and some leaves here. And I think that the butterflies really give it a bit of a lift. And they look wonderful. I think they look really great. Thank you once again for joining me. Bye-bye.